Hi everyone, it's Alan with Earthglow, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how I make our best-selling market tins. So I use IGI 6006 for these, and I'm going to be using 8% fragrance oil. So this oil here is cactus flower and jade from Candle Science. It's my #1 bestseller. I heat this to 185, add my oils at that temperature, stir for about a minute, and then pour pretty much immediately. I'm using the .02 series 0.5-inch crackling wood wicks. I had the boosters, but I ended up removing the boosters. I find that that works better for this wax. And I generally pour, like I said, pretty fast. It usually ends up being about 160 to 170, I would say, in Fahrenheit. And each of these tins is going to contain 5 ounces of wax and 0.4 ounces of fragrance. So for the batch of 6, that would be 30 ounces of wax and 2.4 ounces of fragrance oil. Now, what I will say is that these wood wicks, like all wooden wicks that you get, they're super finicky. And so I've only found that certain fragrances work with these, and even with the fragrances that work, I end up having to do tons of batch testing in order to make sure that they're burning the way I want, because sometimes a few weeks afterwards, they can burn a little bit differently than, a few months afterwards, etc. This other scent that I'm pouring now is what I call late fees at the library. It is going to be Tonka and Oud by Candle Science. It's a very popular scent. My friend actually makes this one into a soap, and it's also popular as a cold process soap. For all of you soapers watching this. And I actually end up cutting a single wood wick into 3. I find that that works perfectly for 3 of these 8-ounce tins. And I trim these wicks pretty short. I would say it's probably about to 1/8 of an inch. I am pretty much ready to sell these, I would say, the next day, honestly. I find that they really throw well with this wax right away. What I'm going to be showing you in just a minute here is how I actually add just a little bit of mica to certain scents, like the Tonka and Oud. That one burns a little more aggressively, I guess you could say, with the wooden wick. And so you're going to see in just a second, we'll be adding 2 little swipes of mica just around the outer portion of the tin. Very, 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 very light. I can't underscore this enough. Because if you add even the slightest amount too much, it will totally clog the wick to where it doesn't burn. It has driven me crazy, actually. But yeah, I'm just labeling these here, and these labels I design in Canva, and I print them out in Maestro label design on online labels. I will have the size labels that these are in the description box for you guys, but I actually, when I repurchase, I will be getting a slightly different size that just ends up printing better. So I will link that other size as well too. It's actually the size that I use for my body butters currently, but it just prints a little bit better for whatever reason with my printer. But once I get these labeled and get the mica added, I'm going to show you how this candle looks burning. My #1 bestseller. I bought another houseplant, which is the cactus flower and jade. And what I encourage customers to do is to trim their wicks so that they get as much of the black burn bits off as possible. And this is super important because they often, I find, don't know how far to trim the wooden wick, and it can make a really big difference in the burn, I find. It's really difficult to get all the blackened bits trimmed off, but the more that they're able to get with most of these candles, you will find that the flame is more under control. So just going in and heat gunning a few of these where the wax just kind of bunched up a little bit around the wooden wick. It just happens sometimes when you cut the wicks. But this is a single pour wax, I would say, for the tins, Now, if your container is taller than it is wide, 6006 will form sinkholes. That's just, unfortunately, this wax is notorious for that. So here I go with the mica. This is just a little custom blend that I did of some things that I already had. You could use any mica. Just really, really lightly right around the edges of the containers, and one little swipe on each side. And what ends up happening is on the second time that they light the candle, that wax kind of goes more to the center with the mica, and it just clogs the wick enough to keep the flame under control, is what I find. But again, this is something that you really have to do a ton of batch testing with, and that's the only way that I've made it work. But oh my goodness, I'm so happy with how these turn out. If you guys did enjoy this one, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Sending all of you peace, love, and light. And I am wishing all of you happy candle making.